Not sure whether to choose a fixed bridle kite or a pulley system? You are not alone. I am constantly receiving many questions about it, so let's have a closer look. Hi guys! Your first impression from a fixed bridle kite is that you feel every wind gust you encounter. The arc of a fixed bridle kite and the power it delivers are stable, while a pulley system is able to adjust the arc of the kite according to power applied to the canopy. When the pressure in the center of the kite increases, the bridle lines slide through the pulleys toward the loaded area, slightly increasing the arc and reducing the kite's power. Besides, as the bridles slide through the pulleys, they encounter some friction, which serves as a damper between you and the kite canopy. Pulleys not only adjust the arc, they also soften these changes. Check out these two kites at the same spot in the same strong gusty wind. You can see how stable the arc of a fixed bridle kite is. Isn't that a pure disadvantage? Not really, it's simply a more direct power delivery. On a fixed bridle kite, your comfort suffers, but when you edge harder, more of the kite's power turns into line tension. That tension allows you to accelerate the kite more effectively. I call it the tension drive effect. Check out my video about wind window for more info on how it works. This allows you to have more explosive takeoffs, faster, tighter and safer kite loops, and more kite control in the air. It's like a race car suspension for an experienced rider. The question is, are you good enough to have it on your everyday car? The second thing is the feeling of direct steering. You see, a pulley system can also share some tension of the steering lines with the power bridle. Together with pulley friction, it gives you the feeling of sponginess when you're steering a kite. On a fixed bridle, every little crank of the bar turns into kite steering. Besides, the feedback is also better. For instance, if your kite flies to the left, the right side of the bar feels much more heavy. The feeling of where my kite is in the air is literally on the tips of your fingers. On the one hand, direct steering is very good for an experienced rider. The kite will react better, especially when the line tension is low, for instance when recovering after a powered loop, which is good. Direct steering is also good when you fly a big kite, which is harder to steer. That's why light wind kites like Core Air are also equipped with fixed bridles. But if you don't have enough experience, you definitely don't want your every unwanted bar move to be turned into actual steering when you are learning rotations on a middle or small-sized kite. When jumping, you will also notice that your kite with pulleys like XR gives you more hang time. That's because pulleys make something like intelligent arc system possible. When you shoot the bar in, the angle of attack increases, and pulleys are kind of letting wingtips area of the kite go a bit, decreasing the arc. The kite starts to create more power and lift. This feature helps XR models fly so high and stay in the air for so long. On the other hand, you don't want a flatter arc when doing a powered kite loop. A stable high arc is something that makes the kite screw into the air while making a loop, which gives you the unmatched feeling of constant power throughout a loop. So it's another question to answer. Are you more into lofty jumps or into kite loops? The comfort and forgiveness that pulley systems provide have their price. The bridle ropes are thicker and have an outer layer to withstand pulley friction, therefore creating higher aerodynamic drag together with pulleys themselves. That reduces the kite speed when riding and, more important, during a loop. Fixed bridles usually consist of thin, short, simple Dyneema lines, having more durability and, by the way, less chances of twisting when you are rigging your kite. To recap, if you're more into comfort, lots of hang time, forgiving steering, you should definitely choose a pulley bridle kite. If you're looking for direct power delivery and steering, explosive pre-pops and takeoffs, a fixed bridle kite will suit you better. As your experience grows, you may start chasing that very special feeling of constant power throughout the loop. Hope this video was useful. If it was, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next episodes.